although it is not confirmed, right? We don't know for sure. And given that the politics of the gaming world, we probably won't know at least until the second season is done. Fellas, Streets is talking. The subreddits are subredditing. The tweets are tweeting. The blue skies or whatever the blue sky comparison would be. Mortal Kombat 1 is dead, fellas. It's dead.
As I predicted in previous pods before.
As S. Frank predicted a couple pods in a row now. And it's crazy because had it been, if someone had said this about Street Fighter or Tekken, you'd be like, man, get out of here. I don't care. I don't care if this leaker has been 10 for 10. You lying right now. Like, but Mortal Kombat, we're all just kind of like, I mean, yeah. Like, yeah. So for those who don't know, some of the reasons that were given, and again, it may not be a situation where that's the case, but all signs seem to be that there is at least some credibility to it. The lack of sales, not only for the expansion pass, but for the game in general, right? So while Mortal Kombat 1 has sold well and has sold well in comparison to the other big two, Mortal Kombat 1 in terms of sale, or so Mortal Kombat as a franchise usually laps the other two, right? So I think the last numbers I saw was like they were at 5 million and some change for Mortal Kombat 1, whereas like Mortal Kombat 11 did like 15 million. So it's like you're talking about a game where there's been a significant drop off of revenue. We've already talked about how it's performed at Evo, right? Those numbers are like don't even crack 1,000 in terms of entrance. We've all kicked every single decision that they've done into the dirt on this podcast in particular, regrettably, right? Like shaking our heads, like I just wish I would just kind of get it together, and it just continues to bottom out.
Your chance to throw the audible was the expansion.
Yeah.
And it was a trash. Right?
Yeah.
So now you have an audience to where the story and the gameplay matters almost exactly.
At this point. Yeah.
Almost exactly. I think that's the first anomaly. 2, you have Street Fighter now has a presence and Tekken has a presence. So I think that's probably where most of your sales went, honestly, if I'm gonna tell the truth. Like, why would I want to play Mortal Kombat when I could play this game? Like, for example, because man, I'm just tired of this. Wait, you mean to tell me I press an assist button, but it's not a character I could play? What?
I thought they were focusing on the 3D area. Why are all the 3D area characters locked to cameos? This is weird.
Well, you mean I can't play as Kano? But Kano's in the other game. No, not in this one. He's just an assist character. Where's Sonya? Where's Jack? These people want to see, because if I'm going to play a Street Fighter game, right, you got to understand the same reason people didn't like Third Strike, there was no Guile, no Cammy, and where's the rest of the other characters? Like, why? Who is Remy? I don't care about this guy from France.
Right.
Give me my American, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sean. Oh, okay. Ken and Ryu's in the game. Okay. But then these other casts, like, who are these other people?
Who
Q?
are these people?
who is Q? Trenchcoat Man. What is 12? What is this? What is nah, man? Don't give me this. So now you guys don't learn from that game, and y'all want to go ahead and do Mortal Kombat. So now we do Mortal Kombat. Okay, Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers. All right, I'll allow it. All right, man. So now let's see the ending of Mortal Kombat. Why is Raiden from Mortal Kombat 11 here now?
Yeah.
Right? So why am I fighting a Sub-Zero Quan Chi? And like, you ruined the ending with the game. Like, now you're a chance to perform an audible. Like the famous Peyton Manning. You had the time to throw an audible. This was it. This was supposed to be it. Once I saw it was Havoc, but you can't just do Havoc for the sake of Havoc. That's a cartoon villain.
Mm.
right? You need the havoc that you had from Deception, one from the comic books that was deep, that had a little bit of merit to his madness, right? He was a different form of chaos, a calm, but also didn't mind stuff blowing up at the same time. That would have been a more of an interesting take because that draws you into his. He's a mysterious character, but I want to see everything burn. You know, okay, Skeletor.
Right. With
Okay,
his
right.
council of hymns.
Okay, okay, Skeletor. Let's do it, right? And so
Yeah.
now you do this, and we see that you're obviously. To me, I saw was a Marvel campaign. Hey, Marvel, you want us to give you a fighting game? Forget about Marvels and Capcom. Come on,
Right.
let's talk. Let's
Did you
talk.
notice how he made Baraka play a lot like a Wolverine would play? Huh? Huh?
Eh? Eh? Eh?
Huh?
Did you see the Kang reference? Huh? All of this felt like a commercial for the boys.
Kevin Feige.
Twitter. I can't wait to man, I really wish I can have Spider-Man as a guest character in this game. Like not like what are you guys doing? After that, oh, and we're gonna change the like hey, hey, hey Ed, I was thinking Cyrax and Sector, ketchup and mustard, right? Like I didn't really care for Cyrax and Sector being changed, but it's like the lineup, right? Guest character, the game. Like, okay, you got it. For me, this is when I knew the momentum died for that game. You have Homelander and Omni-Man in the same game, right? These guys are the popularity is right, and then crickets.
Yeah,
It
but I mean
it was fun for an hour.
that's
That
kind of what
was
we talked about when we were talking about Ghostface last time.
yeah.
Like we would kind of went through all the things of like, here's these things that should have been moments for you guys, and
They
nobody
weren't.
cared.
They
Nobody
weren't.
cared, and all you would see is like it's either indifference or like here is this extremely large negative of like I don't
And I
like
think they
this.
took too long to come out. I think they took way too long to come out. For those characters. You should have kept it at a decent pace, in my opinion. Because you already showed this everybody. All right, there's no like reason for you guys to like there's no mystery.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was just the story mode should have saved it. The part two should have saved it, but it didn't. There were no new characters. The story mode you're playing as characters that you are normally accustomed to playing to. Didn't expand on the
That
story.
was the other
You didn't
issue.
let us cover other characters because we're like, okay, we played with this cast, but then where is this gonna go after you just had an Endgame, Infinity Endgame? You killed the best version of Shang Tsung ever. Um, and you didn't do you this could have been in everybody's origin story, which I would have been okay with, but it you ended it, right? Everybody
Hmm.
came into being, and then after that you ended it. So the game, how do you recover from Armageddon? You guys put your game through Armageddon literally. So it's
Already.
and now
Yeah.
already staff wise now because the game is done. Yeah, we're gonna put a lid on that. Oh, so yeah, it's done. It's a pressed sandwich with no just bread, toast bread. Couldn't find any cheese or bologna,
Right.
so you just toast the bread
Couldn't figure out the condiments.
and all you got is imagination. You know what I'm saying? You put your ketchup and mustard,
A
and
really
this is
nice
my
brioche
toast.
bun. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Once that happened, there was no way. There was no way, right? You do all this for nothing. You all that for nothing. Nothing meant anything anymore because you already ended it. What could Havoc showing up mean,
Hmm.
right? And him having all now conveniently, this man has the Infinity Gem. He is the Infinity Gauntlet. Is the Infinity Gauntlet
Hmm. And it means nothing.
again?
Yeah. He has a
So
dragon tied up, has no relevance, and will never become important
no
later.
way. I mean, this would have been a great time to add Dagon and Tavon and make them worthwhile. Oh, nobody wants to see them. Well, you have the option to make people want to. That's what this whole thing is.
Or it's supposed to have been.
You're not subject to the past anymore. You can make Sujiko interesting. You can do it. That's the whole purpose of this. We don't have to we don't you already have the idea to give a different take on the ketchup and mustard. Okay, that's something. It's different, right? But it's something. Okay, this is a different. This is man. This is gonna be a different version of Noob Saibot. All right, this is gonna. You have the option. You could have did something with the Anenra demon inside Smoke. Nothing.
Not even acknowledging
Right, right. You could have did something. Yeah, you could have did something with the the Onaga tribe, right? Like, yo, these guys, the reptile clan are like lesser high beings of the Omaga tribe, right?
Right.
You could have
Potential
had
conduits for Onaga. Yeah.
Shinron without the Dragon Balls. This is my true form. The Dragon Balls will no longer hold me. You could have did something, but you did nothing with the story. You have all these interesting characters. You could have made the Black Dragon clan. This would have been the opportunity to bring back Jarek. He's been
Yeah.
such a meme now. Play on that. You want momentum.
Or turn him
People
into
want
the realest, illest, dopest
endless
character you
version and have
ever.
the laugh.
hmm
Yeah, you guys don't have Kano, but we're gonna give you Javik, right? Why not? And now you guys do these patterns to where people are being able, yo, that's just Supergirl. That's just Superman.
Mm.
You're gonna sell me these characters, make it make sense. The combat and now the momentum died for the game. You're having the best versions of your competitors. They're not like Street Fighter. As soon as Akuma dropped and Bison dropped, Street Fighter, all of a sudden, we don't hear nobody complaining anymore.
You do, but
Crickets.
not for the things that
Yeah,
like they usually.
but
Yeah.
now, but yeah, you
Yeah. Another Avatar skin. What?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what did
yeah,
you
but
expect?
so
Like the
so
Ninja
you know,
Turtles thing should
so
have told you what time it was about to be.
so now once Tekken drop Tifa, it's over, guys. They drop even if they drop Sephiroth. With no sword Seppi.
They won't go that
I'm
far.
just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
they won't, but say they drop Tifa. Once they drop Tifa and Tekken graphics. Dun, 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 dun. You're not gonna hear nobody complain. Everybody, Tifa got the size. Oh man, this is the first for Tekken. Dead
Oh,
or
Rada
Alive
don't care.
features.
Yeah.
Got it on the play. Got it on the Xbox. No. Crossplay. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Y'all like it's a wrap. Tekken to me, the complaints for Tekken are just
No, we'll get there. We'll get there because I do
with
have something to say about Tekken.
besides the microtransaction. Yeah, that online store is garbage. But
Well,
if it wasn't there,
no, no, no. There's more. There's more.
yeah,
There's
okay,
more. But
okay,
we'll
but yeah,
yeah.
and because a lot of the complaints for Tekken, unless you guys have different ones,
You mean
I
Mortal
don't.
Kombat?
Wait, no, for like Mortal Kombat and Tekken, I'm just saying, like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they both for Mortal Kombat, man. I mean, I see it. Like, your product is in a Goldilocks zone, meaning the story got to be good and the gameplay got to be good, right? You have all these characters that you're showing me, and I'm like, why can't I play as these guys, right?
And out of the two, you got maybe a half of two, right? Because I'm like, the gameplay is good. It is good, but the cameo system is divisive at best.
Where's Jade?
At best.
Where's Jade? Where's the Adenians?
Combat
And
pack
people.
number 3.
Okay, but you guys did nothing with it. You guys did nothing with the story. It's like you guys did not even read your lore. You're gonna do a reboot and you didn't read your lore. Like that's my whole thing. And you have people who already have channels with your lore.
Yes.
What like the due
Bit
diligence
by
doesn't
bit
make
by bit.
any
I can't.
sense.
You basically have video wikia. And you're just like,
It does. History behind the warrior.
mm-hmm.
I go back to the channel. If I could give it another brand new, like I would. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't
For
I didn't
making
know
this make
this.
sense. Yeah.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this. Thank you. And that's my frustration.
But
Y'all did what and then you're surprised, right? Why do you want to hold back the team? Obviously likes Mortal Kombat. People want the team are happy to release a new. They're happy, but this combat cast it lost steam. You could tell the undertones, man. It
Yeah,
just wasn't the same.
the reveals almost like where is the enthusiasm?
Yeah, it just wasn't. It just wasn't there. It's straight turmoil, and you can just like, And
Yeah,
this should have been the greatest Mortal Kombat ever. But
it could have been.
that story did put a dent in the can,
Well, I
man.
was gonna say, I was like Tim off mic had like a really good flip on how they could have made Cyrex and Sector work. So I wanted to
Okay, yeah, go
let
ahead,
you
go
say
ahead.
it for the pod.
Okay. Well, I would definitely go into a synopsis of how I would have made the entire game better. Okay, so I'll start with this. Okay, so you remember at the end of Aftermath, you had a split decision between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung.
Hmm.
Um, so what I would have thought was, and this is something that Cetrion brought up, that she is the opposite to Shinnok. She represents light, he represents dark. So okay, it made sense that due to what Liu Kang and Shang Tsung did, they became the new light and dark. So basically, all right, let's just say, all right, since they both won in their particular side, now they're creating the new universe together. They have to, by in some form of a way, like almost like a mirror dimension. Like like remember like on What If when Ultron was like, "Oh, I can see you"
Hmm.
to the Watcher, but
Hmm.
you can't touch him. So, well, if I can't touch you, I mean, if I can't kill you, then, we're just stuck here. So we have to make this world together. Because I did kind of feel like, well, how is this story going to work if Liu Kang neutralized the main villains? And that's why we have this choppy mess of a cameo system where it's the classic version of these characters, and you got all these subtle hints in the story for where these characters.
Hmm.
So I would have said was, they're both now stuck in this mirror verse where, Liu Kang is the light, Shang Tsung is the dark. So they created the new era together. And it would have made sense that, yes, in this present era, Liu Kang has his people, Shang Tsung has his people, and we are in combat for many generations for control of the realm. Boom. Now, when it comes to, a Pacific group of ninjas, I've always realized they've always worked into pair of threes. Because when you really look at it in the original timeline, it was Bihan, Cyrax, and Sector. And then you had, like, I would say the lower tier of people, which was Smoke, Kuai Liang, and Frost. But then you realize in Mortal Kombat 11, they kind of showcase like a flip in a sense. Like when Frost became like basically the real Cyber Sub-Zero and alongside them. So I was like, you know what? When they made them women, I was like, you know what? This could actually work. For this new era, you have these three brothers with supernatural abilities, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Smoke. Okay, and then here comes this, since we are a clan of international ninjas, but they don't have powers. So how does this work? Okay, Cyrax is a Sector is a master builder, blacksmith, all that other good stuff. So she creates weapons for the clan to keep up with these supernatural brothers.
Hmm.
So when you look at it, you look at their personal style. Sector is an arsonist. So fire, napalm, you name it. She just wants to see it burn to the ground. Okay. Cyrax is from Africa, so she uses a lot of hunting techniques. So like laser trip mines, laser wires, laser this, laser that. Okay. Okay, and now here comes Frost. Okay, that's a very particular name. Here you have this Bihan loyalist, this person who worships. Because it actually would make more sense that Frost kind of
Would have
like
been in line with him.
worships,
Hmm.
worships and aligns with Bihan.
Over Qualian, yeah.
So, but then, all right, she has no powers, but how does she compete? Oh, here are these liquid nitrogen grenades. Makes sense. So you have the original Supernatural brothers, and then you have these three ninjas, the Techno ninjas. And it makes perfect sense. Now, where they went wrong with this story was like you made them love interests. No, bro, stop that. Stop doing that. And then, of
Yeah.
course, what really hurt this game, bro, like and especially we're definitely good people doing that same thing is once you watch that little after movie with all the cutscenes together, and then they looking at this ending like, So we just went straight to Armageddon, and it wasn't good. So how do we even go? Where do we even go from here? And then, like how you said, Jory, you give us this Marvel version of Havoc, and it's just like, bro, and you didn't even see what happened to him. Like, you just skipped straight to Beyond.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying, man. Like, if they would have really focused about the core mechanics of the story, because my thing about this Mortal Kombat, and this is a very strong belief that I have, I wouldn't have done no guest characters, period, for this one. I felt like MK11 hit a spot where I am good. Like, I've seen who I wanted to see. Let's focus on other things. So here's this new era created by the Light and the Dark Titans. Okay, bring back a lot of people. You brought back Natara. Give us a new version of Sonya like we've never seen it before. Give us a new version of Kano like you've never seen before. Give us some other members of the Black Dragon and how they're able to get this. Like, I mean, after this flop with Garrus, I'm like, bro, bring Tremor back now.
Mm.
Give us back Gara now, bro. Like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this time giant no more. And it could have worked, bro. And then, like how you said, Tavon and Dagon, like you brought a dragon, like
You brought
that has
their
a
dragon.
that
Mm-hmm.
you
The
brought back a
Mortal Kombat
dragon.
dragon.
You brought back a dragon that has a lot of heavy lore connections, and it's just like, but where are the people that's supposed to complement this? It's like, no. And then, like I said, man, it was too many guest characters. It was too many. It was way too many.
Yeah. To Jory's point, like I think the kind of like the distress smoke should have been in the air when you guys dropped Omni-Man and Homelander and nobody cared. That should have been like, ooh, maybe we should course correct from now. Put some of the legacy characters we had for Pack 3 into Pack 2. And if we're gonna do, Ghostface or whatever, like we'll save them for absolute last because this ain't working.
But you know what it is, bro. People have caught on ever since Injustice 2 that these are templates. Like when you really look at Injustice 2 compared to Mortal Kombat 11, you see like, yeah, they're just using they established a certain template so that way you could predict who's going to be in this next game,
which is not good because it then there's no surprise anymore. It's like,
because there's I was like,
they go.
I was like, Omni-Man, Superman, and like, let me guess, Homelander is like a male version of Supergirl, and I called it. We
Or
all
even
called
Green
it.
Lantern.
And then look at Ghostface. Like, you see in Rambo animations all day. It's just copy and paste, bro. That's all it really is. Like, the only person that I would say you put a lot of effort into was the best version of Stryker we have ever had is Peacemaker,
who will never show up in a Mortal Kombat game again because he's a licensed guest character. I think to kind of culminate both of you guys' points is like, you, even with all the missteps, it's like you had the potential for some interesting stories on the table that you just sidestep. Like I remember at one point in the original story of Mortal Kombat 1, you had like a Kano style Sonya, and it's just like and you move on. It's like, man, that would have been, like if we're gonna do the multiverse, like at least let me see where this goes. But neither of them are playable, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Or like how Tim said, is like, yeah, you could have these three things of three sub ninjas that, show the technological side of the Lin Kuei, but that can't work because Frost is not playable. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have all like the template is right there, and then you just like, here's this fairly obvious piece also, that you're just not gonna include.
You know what I also saw was a bad sign for Jade, because I realized ever since Mortal Kombat X, they've been doing this leapfrog with Jade and Tanya. Oh, Mortal Kombat 9, Jade is in the game. Mortal Kombat X, oh, Jade is not in the game. But we see all the other Revenants. Where's Jade? Oh, no. She's just not here. Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, the Revenant Jade is back. Oh, and also a pre-time skip Jade is also in the game as well. And then here comes the Tanya trailer, and I'm just like,
yeah.
The final leaks of the character roster. I'm like, I see.
At this point, y'all gotta tech in the game. Everybody got to be there, and we don't care.
So that's also my thing with this of like, and that's why I think we had said this before, like leading up to this game of like, if you're going to do these legacy fighter titles, right? The 25-year Mortal Kombat, 25 years Street Fighter, guess what? With that, comes a lot of characters that people have literally grown up with and fallen in love with. With Mortal Kombat, you have, even if you went for just the bare necessities, that's already at least 15 characters that have to be in every Mortal Kombat game. At least. So this, like Tim said, this whole leapfrog thing of like, it does, because the minute you take out Melina, where's Melina? You take out Jade, where's Jade? You take, like,
I realized
have
it was it's two characters. They did leapfrog with is Jade and Cabal together. Mortal Kombat 9, Jade and Cabal. Mortal Kombat X. Oh, where is Jade and Cabal? Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, Jade and Cabal are back. Mortal Kombat 1. Where's Jade and Cabal?
It just
Personally, man, Mortal Kombat 11 should have been one.
Yes. Like, the only character I wish they would have fixed was Shang Tsung, because that was very lazy. I felt like if you had MK1's Shang Tsung and MK11, you could have ended it right there.
Oh, that's the best
version of Shang Tsung we've ever had.
I'm like, yo, y'all can't throw this guy away. He's not even himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not Shang Tsung. I'm like, you guys, all you guys had to do was make this Umaga-centric Mortal Kombat. Bring back at least. Bring back Taven and Dagon. Y'all could have turned Umaga into Shenron. Let's go on this treasure quest. Make sure they don't get the 3 Dragon Balls or the Kamidokus.
The Kamidoku.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
And that's another thing. Like say you had this whole Kamidoku quest with Havoc, and it just went where?
Oh, and then once
because
I saw that
the Kamidoku are different depending on the universe you're in. It's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? and then so now another thing is like, okay, why? Once I saw that version of Havoc, I already knew that it was not gonna. I already knew. I was like, yeah, okay. When I saw him at the ending, I said, okay, let me hear him talk. Yes. I'm like Scooby Doo, Skeletor. Once I saw they was going for, I said, yeah, this is. I want everything to build. like I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, they killed
Throwing
my
his
dog.
head as a greeting.
I mean, I would
No,
definitely.
that would have been fired, right? But he had no. This Havoc should have been a calm. He should have moved like Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's the Havoc I wanted.
Or even Dio. I'm just
Or
like,
even
you don't know what to expect. Like, I did not think he would do this. Okay. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but none of that. Or even you I even though he's not a popular JoJo's Bizarre Adventure villain, he would have made sense if Havoc moved like that. Diavolo. Diavolo. He would have worked. He would have worked. He would have excelled in a character like that would have excelled in this story.
Yeah, definitely.
But they didn't. They just, they don't do any lore hunting. They don't know that there's YouTubers who's doing their work for them. This should have been 2 weeks max. Storyline.
I do,
but no.
I do believe Warner Brothers, or I would say NetherRealm together, are not going to be upfront about this until the season is done.
For sure.
Because I've foreseen that becoming a habit lately. Because like I said, they don't want to announce anything because they want people to still buy it just because of brand loyalty, which I feel like will happen to a certain extent, but it's just like, I was even thinking about like, future tournaments and all this other stuff. It's like, I don't feel like these guest characters are going to sell this game, bro. And then like how Jory mentioned, like, some of them came out too late, bro. Some of them came out too late, bro. Like the hype of the boys and Invincible didn't really work for it.
Amazon hurt y'all. Man.
Yeah, and it's just
the boys' reception was divisive. Most people didn't like season 2 of Invincible. So all that is done.
Yeah, and
it took too long.
Yeah, Ghostface did not come out for Halloween. I was like, you came right out before Thanksgiving. I was like,
and the Scream movie they wanted to tie it to was delayed. So yeah, so it's like Peacemaker,
no victory, no victory.
To reboot the DC universe. So who knows if he's, we know he's in, but we don't know to what extent. So all that stuff with him, Doesn't
No, no,
matter.
and not only that, but like people underestimated the loyalty of the Zack Snyder universe. They
I,
underestimated
I
it.
don't even think it came down to loyalty. I
No,
just
I mean, because I like for me, like sorry, we'll talk about it after the pod, but like um I had a feeling this game is gonna be kaput because look at how WB was moving. Okay, yo, they're not receiving this. We didn't make the money that we're supposed to make, and we spent how much on this game? They're not because of today's economy.
they're not
They
buying the
cancel. Wow,
microtransactions.
You
They don't want
took
to buy
away
a
the
$50
crypt.
expansion.
You took
Right.
and
away
you
the
took away the
crypt
crypt.
Mm-hmm.
for microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
That's two red flags to me. It's like, first of all, MK11 had one of the best crypt experiences. I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And you took that away. Like Ant keeps saying with these consoles, like every generation we just get less.
And there's so much things working against Mortal Kombat. Like you fumbled Ermac. Y'all had to go back and remake Ermac and put the mask on him because everybody was like, "Yo,
No,
what the?"
the fumble with Ermac was, it's like he's an NPC in the game. And it's like, you mean to tell me I have to buy him? Bro, I had to fight him like 2 to 3 times in the
Right. Him
story.
and Quan Chi.
Him and Quan Chi, bro. And it's like, no,
And
bro.
then all you find is Uroboros Quan Chi, dog.
Yeah. Cthulhu
Actually,
Quan.
actually, no. He like I when I was really got deep into some gameplay, like it actually grows on you, like a little bit,
It
a
could have been
little bit.
flashier.
Yes,
He
it
should have
could have
been
been.
flashier.
Like the summonings could have been a little bit flashier, but then Cthulhu versus Quan Chi, it actually works. It actually works.
I wasn't a big fan of the like Quan Chi's story didn't make any sense, man. Like
Like you got your soul taken, but not really. What
But what
happened?
was worse than that was Ermac's story was even worse. So like he's King Jared, except when he's not. And then he absorbs Sindel, who's in there, but only in this universe is
Well,
Sindel.
actually,
I was
no.
like,
He's always been King
oh
Jerry. Like that was
man.
actually confirmed even in the last gen. Like
that would
in
have
the
been
Okay.
film.
raw, right? King
Yeah.
Jared takes over this Ermac and now he's present. And but then oh, wait, no, I'm evil. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? It's so many things working against the storyline. I was okay, so many things.
I think ultimately the greater question, because we do have to move on, is you look at something like this where
What's
again,
next?
well, yeah, what's next, right? Because let's say
What are you gonna do?
that they're holding out on confirming this until the season's over because you're going to have those MK supporters who are going to be in denial of like, well, maybe if we buy enough, DLC and microtransactions, they'll see there's interest. Like, no, that's not how that works.
That board meeting was serious.
Yeah, that's not how that works. Right. So it's like they have that, like, we might not know till early next year if this is a real thing, right? Let's just assume it is, right? Just for entertainment's sake. You now have a situation where you have not one, but two Mortal Kombats in a row where the consumer was led to believe that there'd be more than 2 years of support for this game. And there wasn't. Then you have Ed Boon anytime someone put a microphone in front of him telling us we're going to support Mortal Kombat 1 for years to come. And now you got Warner Brothers saying, psych, gotcha.
Yeah. No, 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 Ed.
We've seen the numbers. Absolutely
It's
not.
over.
Yeah.
It's over.
So yeah, I think to myself then it's like, okay, well, Warner Brothers has clearly no active plans to bring back Injustice, right? You're gonna double down on Mortal Kombat. But now, if this is true, you've now lost customer loyalty because I can't trust you anymore. I can't take you at your word. When you guys roll out whatever Mortal Kombat 2 or whatever it's called next, I have to assume you will not be supporting this for more than 2 years because it hasn't happened. And my question is, especially in a year like this, which we were talking about earlier, where Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are like running away with the big three, do fans even come back to Mortal Kombat 4 or 5 years from now when the next game comes out? I don't see it.
I
I don't
mean,
see it.
I'm gonna be real with you. If one of the games have to fumble, but if they don't, and I don't think they will, I just don't I don't think they will. Um, you would have to go out of your way to fumble what the momentum that Street Fighter and Tekken are doing.
I think Mortal Kombat is going to go into a hiatus. Remember, like how things was between from Armageddon to Mortal Kombat 9? I
Hmm.
think it's going to go on a hiatus.
Crazy.
I think it's good. Like, they've reached a point of burnout. And that's the thing about these properties, bro. This multiverse madness stuff, it takes you to a hole, man. It really does, like, write you into a hole. And they're hurting because of it, because now you had all these ideas that is just too scatterbrained to put together. Like, look how I just broke that down. Like, you mean to tell me this not perfect sense to you?
Well, it's hard to do that when there's only one writer, Tim.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hard
bro,
to bounce ideas when it's only you in the mirror.
like to maintain customer loyalty, I would definitely say tank the hits and support this season. Give people stuff that they actually want. Like, throw some No Man's Skies magic and some cyberpunk magic. Like, see it through to the end. Give us characters that we want. You gotta give us, one character that will put you back in the good graces is Jade, and give it to her for free. Free.
You
A
just
free
you just sent a
Jade.
shiver down on Warner Brothers employees' spine, Tim. I'm like, oh,
No, bro,
free,
like, no,
whoa,
because, like, no,
whoa.
definitely. Because, first of all, Chaos Rings was very overpriced. I was like, bro,
$50.
$50. I was like,
That's
nah,
a good
bro.
point. That's another
That
thing. Fifty
that is
dollars, man,
that is crazy,
for
bro.
characters that's already in the game.
So like I said, bro, if you really want to, like, maintain that faith, bro, you just got to take the bullet, bro, and see
Mm.
how it rack up over time. Because I do feel like if you do justice by your customers, they will stick around. Because the people have already bought the game, and they want to see where this investment takes them. But it's just, you have to really show us the good signs of faith, bro. Like, you had to tank it with Melina for MK11, so you got to do it with this one. And learn from your lessons this time.
Yeah, I'm like, I think that's the thing of like, it's so volatile where like you don't know what to take as gospel with this property anymore.
Even with the Combat 3 leaks, so I was like, so you have Cassie Cage, you have Kung Jin, you have, I think they said
Jade.
Kenyo Sonya, and a final guest character, which we already know
Who's Kenyo
who it
Song?
is.
Who's that?
No, Kano and Sonya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kano.
Mm.
Okay,
You already know who the
okay.
last guest character was. It's probably that clown face that's always in the movies now, that new killer
The
clown.
black and white. The
Oh,
black and white. Oh,
ew.
Is that
Uh,
either that
mm.
either that or Pennywise, bro?
Pennywise would be a lot better than that
Yeah,
clown.
but then my thing about it is, like I said, it's too many guest characters, bro. The new
Aiden,
era should
right?
have been
Aiden.
the new era should have been focused on how do these characters look and play now. So I mean, like I said, bro, we'll see. I mean, sooner we should be getting a trailer for the T1000 soon, so we'll see what happens with the public reception. But
And
it's
you know
it's
what's so
tough.
crazy, Tim? I don't care.
Care.
I don't care to see the T1000 melt like Alex Mack.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
care.
to be honest,
Oh
that
my
might just only
gosh.
be an animation for the start of the
For
game.
like yeah. Oh my
Cause,
gosh.
cause I was like, bro, how is this going to work in a fight? Cause I was even trying to think about what template are they going to use?
They're gonna bring Glacius from Killer Instinct to the game.
Yeah. No, he's gonna be Baraka. He's gonna be Baraka fused with
Yeah, definitely.
he's gonna
With
be
the
he's gonna be Baraka fused with he's probably gonna play like Cabal. So he's gonna probably play like Cabal. Yeah, that's no, but Cabal with the I don't see, and and then Cabal or
uh,
some elements of Rain, even though Rain's in the game, classic Rain with
Mm.
the water warping abilities.
I laugh
I don't know.
because
I'm
I'm
just
just
throwing
like
stuff
I
out there.
think
It's
about
not it's
like
not
I'm
pretty,
like from
but
where the pod started where we were all like, yo, Mortal Kombat. And like I'm like, we're talking about the cancellation of the game. And none of us are enthused. None of us. There's nothing like there's no like, hey, but
oh no. Once the game came out, and you guys were like, hmm. If if
had
if
me in the
I
first
if
half.
I if I if I yeah, the first half, bravo, but When you guys are like, yeah, the second half. I'm like, yo, did the Patriots win or did they lose, man? Talk to me, man. Because I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
bro.
scoreboard, and then I was like, yeah, all
And
right.
then Chaos Reigns just buried it. I was like, bro, y'all just,
You
ugh.
gave us an invasion season with cutscenes. No.
That's what it was, man.
No. No.